Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here, not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looks to his left and makes the completion. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Well, nearly an interception here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 3rd down instead.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They've got him at the 48. That's a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And he'll set up to throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. And he's brought down, but they move backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Now it's 2nd down here. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That is high awareness for that receiver to know where the sticks were and adjust the route accordingly.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Oh, he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Toss play to the running back going left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
The 8th play of this opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. They'll run the option. And he's got it already past the first down marker. Touchdown, Buffalo. Just ran away from the defense. Setting the tone early, Kirk. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
The BAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage.
Ohio State Buckeyes will take over first and
2. First down here for this offense. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. He's moving out of the pocket. Goes to his right side there for the completion. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Man, put a star next to that play. It's like the linebacker knew the ball was going to be going to this receiver, so it's the instincts and then it's the awareness and the athletic ability to be able to bring down the wide receiver for a loss like that.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. That'll be a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
He has first down yardage at the 46. The Buckeyes pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known with 3 yards and a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He lets it go. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the...
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. On third and short, they hand the ball off. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He'll hand it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looks right for a quick completion. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On third down, he drops to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Trying for a fourth down completion. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Ball handed off. Finding space at the 20. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
He had the extra point and the lead now 21-zip. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Remember, last time, went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down. They bring the heat and get him behind the line.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Second and long from the 14. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Here comes a handoff. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Short connection to the tight end here. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. Buckeyes will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the team.
And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
Well, the offensive line is so caught up in communicating to pick up the defensive lineman, nobody picks up the middle linebacker on the blitz. He gets the sack.
From the 15-yard line, it's second and long. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? There's a screen pass to the running back. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
Here's a serious gamble, folks. Coach going for it, backed up near his own end zone. Needs a completion here on fourth down.
Why in the world would the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
First and goal here for the offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
That run moves the ball to the 16. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. It's a shotgun run call. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down. The Buckeyes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. First down. Looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got his man wide open. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down. The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Handoff here from the shotgun. He stopped, but he gets a first down. Heads up, the offense now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And now the try for the 2-point conversion. Here's that defense shifting again. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And they make the recovery in the onside kick. The offense keeps it for another possession. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The back's got it. Fights through a tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll ride the back again here. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
There's the handoff. Oh, there's the stiff arm. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
So here we go now. 3rd and short from the opponent's 24-yard line. What will the offense choose to do at this point? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Buffalo. A tight end is a matchup nightmare for this defense, Kirk, and they made him play that time.
This tight end is so dangerous, and he's trying to remind his quarterback, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from this secondary, but I bet now they're going to be a lot more focused on what this guy can do.
And the extra point was up and good. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Short throw complete to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, maybe in the second half.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And now another deep ball here. Throw to the corner of the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. With anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. He's going to take another shot right here. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
It's like one more play here before halftime.
6-9-1, Gators far. Timber.
The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's escaping the pocket now. And he's got it. They get him down at the 41, but it's good enough for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48. Important second down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's going for a big play downfield. He fires this throw and it's intercepted.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pass rush closing in. Got him. He's sacked. This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. The Buckeyes trying to cash in here in the red zone. They're going to run it. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Buckeyes hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he knocks that one right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Runner falls on the football to prevent the turnover. That could have been disaster.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
Here comes the Bulls offense back out of the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
A new set of downs after that completion. They're going to run it here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Snags the quick throw. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Quarterback drops back. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. And it's second down and goal now for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Struggling to find the end zone here. Back-to-back incompletions. Now it's third and goal. Looking to throw it again. Launching one to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. Here we go. Third and goal coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The pocket breaking down. And he'll be brought down.
QB just ran out of options. He decides to take matters into his own hands and takes off on that scramble. I thought he might come close to getting into the end zone. Comes up just a little bit short.
And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Catch made wide open way downfield. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And he drops back in the gun. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, drops back, lets it go under heavy pressure, takes a shot. He launches too high, out of bounds, and incomplete. Offense getting set, second down play here.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Caught near the goal line. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. The Buckeyes trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
What have they got cooked up with this 2-point conversion attempt? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. The Buffalo offense is back out on the field now. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The offense is set up with excellent field position. And now the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that previous play. Heading left after the handoff. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Buffalo. And the beatdown continues. That's another